What it do? It's your boy K Trades, aka LK Bet. What's popping, man? So let's go ahead and get into these charts. So today was beautiful. Everybody complained about chop and not good price action, but we went over this literally in yesterday's video, right? Remember we said as long as 710 and 712 holds, we're looking for pullback, breakout, retest entries. So we did catch a good 60% on the puts, right? We caught 60 on the puts, and then we caught another 60 on calls, another 60 on calls. So we stay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how we do, man. So today was super simple. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really confused. Everybody thought it was so crazy. Like, as long as you identify, remember, we identified our algos for the day, we identified the selling channel, right? We identified that. All right, we took the puts on this retest right here, this entry. So we took those, and then we took calls, of course, at the bottom, trimmed out. Well, I really should have held on my 714. I had 714 0 DTs, goose eggs. So that's what I should have held, but I didn't. You know me though, I'm always gonna take the 0 DT profit and then just leave the 1 DTEs for the runners. That's how you do it. So anyway, we did that. I'm actually in some Iran too, crazy enough. But yeah, so where do we go from here? What now? What's next? New all-time highs yet again. All right, perfect. Super easy. Same thing we did today, right? Same rules, same wash, rinse, repeat, right? So we're just gonna move previous day's high, right? We got a previous day's high over here. We're gonna move the previous day's previous day's low as well, right? Previous day's low, and then we'll put previous day's close as well. So high, low, close, right? High, low, close. So let's say we keep gapping up, right? We keep gapping up. So what I have noticed is that we are in this broadening formation right here, right? We've kind of been down, upper support, right? If remember, if it's if this then that. If we do break out, right, of this megaphone, right? Obviously, again, no chasing. Just like today. Remember when I made the video last night, how we were already at 1538 or something like that, right? And I was like, well, you still gotta wait for if this then that. You can't just buy, the first breakout just because, right? We needed that retest. So we got the retest. So now what happens? We gap up over the close, right? We gap up over the close. Again, same rules apply. Are we gonna watch for either a hold of previous day's high and previous day's close, right? Some sort of hold in here, right? Or if we want to come back all the way down to 714, hold down here, yeah. So anything above that, I'd be okay with probably taking a dip buy. But if we did get back under, right, back under the 714, and then we started to not hold the 713, I'd be a little more hesitant as far as like going long, right? Just because, like I said, we're at this upper resistance and we still have our where's our other chart at? Where's our chart? Is it YouTube? Is it this one? It might be this one. Hold on. I think this one. YouTube chart. Ah, there we go. YouTube chart. So remember, we got our overhead for our resistance, daily resistance, right? All in this. All in this is just resistance, right? So, hold on, mama. My cat in here yelling. So yeah, see where we are? We're damn near at the top. So this is why I'm like, if we do start to lose anything below, you're right, we could just be coming back in, test all this support in here, right? And if we hold this trend line, like I said, anything, oh, it's perfect where the 5 day is, perfect. Wherever the 5, so the 5 day will probably move up to about 711 right here. So yeah, anywhere between 711 and 710, right? 711, 710. Basically these same levels right here. Anything kind of below where it starts to, it's not getting a bounce down here, right? You want to wait for it to come in here because this is where we rejected it all those times, right? So we rejected in between 710 and 711.30. So if we do get that, right, that hold in between here, then we can probably look for longs in here. But I wouldn't necessarily look for any longs under 714. Not right away, right? Obviously, like I said, be patient, zoom out. We'll catch it no matter whatever it does. But if we do start to come down that low, because this is kind of where today's low was, and then where we kind of held on Friday. So if we do start to lose that, 713, 714, you gotta be careful, right? Previous day's low, we start to lose that. All in here. Now, all in here, if we're bullish, bull should step up in here, right? Bull should step up, buy it up, right? That's like I said, if we're bullish, if they don't need a deeper pullback. If we do need that deeper pullback, remember, we have all this range from here to here. We've just been chopping. We got the breakout, but we haven't got that retest just yet, right? So this is what, again, why today I was like, hey, be careful, buy time. You don't necessarily gotta, go too crazy with the zeros and stuff like that. Like, you can still buy time, you still make good profit, right? We still made 60%, which is amazing. So, be patient with it. You don't need 500% bangers every day. Like I know catch them sometime, but it's just not, realistic. If you aim for that every time, you're gonna strike out because you're just gonna keep swinging for the fences, swinging for the fences. So, just be patient with it. So yeah, anything under previous day's lows can't hold 710, right? We lose that. Boom, come down to 708. Anything below that, 706, 705. Now again, remember, we lose anything under here. You got to be careful to that downside because where are we at? Zoom out. We're in a bigger megaphone, right? Bigger megaphone. So we kind of got a little breakout retest going. We got some continuation. So basically what we need is, for the broader term is just more, or the broader time frame, my fault, is just more upside, right? But like I said, over time, because this is a daily level. So I don't expect moves to happen, in 1 hour or 2 hours. So if this is going to get a pullback, it's going to have to be, like I said, off the top of this range, or if we do gap up and we just don't hold, right? Anything like that. So keep it simple, right? Keep it super simple. Same rules, same levels, right? Wash, rinse, repeat, right? When in doubt, look left, right? Look left. Where we at? Look left, right? So gonna be watching that 5-day as well. Yeah, right here. So we're gonna be watching this 5-day. So the 5-day should gap up a little bit, probably up in here, which is perfect. It goes perfect with our levels, right? So if, like I said, if they do want to buy, they're gonna buy it off the 5, right? Same way we did over here, right? Same way we did all over here. Bounce off the 5, try to break below, and then we took off from the 5. So if there's gonna be buyers at the 5, buy time. Right? I don't know how high it's gonna go. We can go up to 720, 725, 730. I don't know, but yeah. So as long as that's being used as support. Now, any downside, like I said, any resistance can't get back above, right? Cannot reclaim 712. Cannot reclaim previous day's low. Any kind of consolidation on here, you got to be careful because it could be a quick dump. It could be, what I'm saying? Because it's always been, over here was a super quick one. Over here, quick. Over here, it gap down, So anything that does not hold in here. So yeah, be careful. Obviously, have a game plan for both sides. We always do. I didn't go live today, actually, crazy enough, man, but I was tired, super tired. But yeah, nonetheless, keep it simple. Hope y'all bang today. We'll keep banging tomorrow. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.